Hi everyone, this is Harshvardhan and you watching on the web channel, and today we are going to build custom manager for our models. So let's get started. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. So here I am on my Visual Studio Code. And remember in the previous lecture when we were talking about ORM and query set, we learned how to list all the posts. So for that we have used model name dot objects dot all to retrieve all the posts from the post model. So what is this object? This object is a default manager for our model. Now in this lecture, we are trying to create our own manager instead of using that default manager. So let me show you what I mean. So I will just say python manage.py shell. Okay, I just need to change the directory. So I will say cd blog post, clear the screen. Now I will say python manage.py shell. Okay, now clear the screen. Now I have to retrieve all the posts that are present in the post model. So at first I need to import that particular model, that is post. So I will say from my app dot models import post, and now we have post dot objects dot all. This will retrieve all the posts present in model post model, right? So this objects is the default manager for our models. Now instead of writing objects, we need something else. That means we have to customize that. So what we can do? So let's say we want to retrieve all the posts that are published. So what we will do? We will say post dot objects dot filter, and we will say status is published, press enter. So these two posts are published. One, this is title 4, and another one is a post from shell. So now let's build our custom manager. I'll just exit from this one and just put it right here. Now inside the models.py file, what you need to do, before this post model, you have to say class, you are trying to build a manager for what? Published manager. And here you can see we have already imported models. From models, you have to say models dot manager. So right here we are creating a subclass called published manager that is inheriting from models.manager. Now you have to do one thing. Right here you have to define a method. That method is called getQuerySet. And you have to connect it with the class. So you will use self in the bracket, close that again. And now here you will say return super dot. Now with the help of super, you are telling this class, okay, super dot get query set, this get query set, and get query set. One second. Now let me show you one thing. I will just take you to this manager. So here you can see that we have a manager class and that inherits from this one. So it is not taking. Let me show you the documentation of this one. So it should have a function called getQuerySet. That means a method getQuerySet. So okay, it does not have. Let me take you through this one. Definition right here. So base manager, it should have a getQuerySet. Let me check. Get query set. query set. I will say def get query set. So right here you can see that we have a function called get query set that is inside which method, which class? That's inside the base manager. And as you have seen that base manager is, this manager class is inheriting from base manager. So obviously we can use that get query set method. And now with the help of that get query set, we are saying filter, and inside that filter, with which parameter, that means with which field we have to filter. We have to filter with status. Status is equals to published, right? Okay, now I will close this one and save models.py file, and right here inside your post model you will say published is equals to published manager, open and close parenthesis. Now see, I have defined here published. Instead of writing published, okay, we already have published, so I can say manager, new manager. Okay, so right here instead of writing new manager you can use anything. This will be our custom manager. For example, you are doing post.objects. Instead of using objects you will use post.new manager. Okay, now I will just save this one, and right here I will take you back to shell, and I will again import post, and I will say post.objects.filter status published, and you can see we got an error because we have override this objects manager. Now instead of writing objects, what I will do, I will say post dot what we have, new manager dot all, and you can see that only those posts are being printed that are already published. So here you can see that we have filter with status published, the title is 4, and post from shell, only those two posts are being shown in the cell. Now let's say you want to keep that objects manager also, and you also want to keep this new manager. What you will do, you will just exit from this, get back right here, and here you will say objects is equals to models dot manager. Save that, and also you have to zoom in this one and get back to shell, import the post. Now I will again try to use this objects manager. I got that. Now I will also try to use our new manager. You can see this new manager which already filters only those posts that are published, and we also have that objects manager, the default manager. In this lecture we learned how we can create our own managers. This will be helpful when you have, let's say you have to filter a lot of things, then once you define a manager, this will make your work easy in your long project. That's all for this. Thank you. See you in the next one.